Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Pablo's Cafe. And I kind of realized something, right? So a lot of my podcasts and my talks sometimes can get one-sided because sometimes I get narrow-minded, right? And I get so focused on a topic that sometimes there's other deciding factors that play into things. So what I mean by that is so on my podcast, right? You hear me a lot. Sometimes I'm very harsh on women, is because I also believe that they're the backbone to our community. So we gotta kind of make sure the backbone is always straight, just to make sure that the rest of the community is doing good. We got something to kind of lift up off of, and that doesn't always tell the whole story. And what I mean by that is, us men, we play a contributing factor as well too. And a lot of times as men, we overlook our responsibilities because we kind of already doing so much in the world, where we're like tackling life, handling things, making sure the family's good, all of the family, like her side of the family, just making sure everybody's good. And we still got to go work. We still got to make time for ourselves. We have to do a lot. But what it comes down to is more so the fact that we have to step it up as well too. We can't just keep saying like, oh yeah, women got to do better. Oh, women got to do this, women got to do that. Yeah, women have a lot to do. And they have their own issues they need to work on. And, a lot of our melanated sisters are coming around the corner. Not all of them are so infatuated with that lifestyle of, the city girl and, they dotting about, they can get any nigga, they can do this, that, whatever. All that masculine attitude, that masculine energy, right? But a lot of it has to also do with the fact that we're not in the house, right? So a lot of men are not in the house. So we know that 90% of the time, the mother is dealing with a lot of the shit that the kid has to deal with. The doctor's appointments, the taking him to school, picking him up, football practice or whatever. Men gonna do their part, but majority of times we got to keep it real. It's the woman the mother that's doing that part, right? So they need help. A lot of what falls into women, a lot of the shit that we want women to act like, and we want women to do right, we want women to cater to our needs, submit to us, cook, clean, do all the womanly acts that they're supposed to do. It comes along with balancing, helping her out, as far as like, I'm doing a lot over here, you want me to do this over there, I need something in between. And in between is us. We make the in between happen. Like, you know what, I seen like this whole week you've been picking up the kids. You know what, next week is all on me. I got the kids this weekend and starting into next week. Give her a little break. Now she can come home, maybe prepare a meal or two, and make sure that the house, and maybe she can do a load of laundry now, because she doesn't have to go pick up little Preston or whoever. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to pitch in. We got to do our part. So it's also about, like I said, creating a balance. We got to realize this is not just a girl that we just laid with. This is the mother of your child we're talking about. At the end of the day, we don't want them doing bad, because if you got to think about it, imagine if your mother, your child is doing bad. Your kid is going to do bad. It doesn't make sense. How can your kid do good when your mother of your child is doing bad? They go hand in hand. She eats, she feeds the kids. She takes care of the household. Your kids' rooms is clean. They're more happy. They're more chilled. Less clutter. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just all balances itself out. And like I said, a lot of times we put a lot of that onus on the mother, like they got to do everything, but they can't. They're not designed to do everything. Women are not designed to do everything. It's our end to do everything. That's why we have the physique we have. We can run faster. We can pick up things. We're stronger. These are the things that we need to do. So yes, if you can get your kid early, that'll be great. Help the mother of your kids out. once in a while, fellas, once in a while, they do need to feel special about themselves. So what does that mean? That means plan a date every now and then. That means, yes, flowers sometimes. It wouldn't kill you. 1-800-Flowers. You can get some shit for like $70, $60. You can get shit from like 50 all the way up to like, hundreds, 200s, whatever. But minimum $50, $40. Like, come on now. You get paid every 2 weeks. You could afford $40 for flowers just sent to her job. One day just ask you, where you work at again? Oh, all right, copy. Send some flowers to the job. I tried to do that one time. Ladies, I got to stop asking questions. If I ask where you work at and things of that nature, if we don't have no beef or anything like that, why would I be trying to dig into your job? I'm probably asking because I want to do a nice gesture, maybe send you lunch or something of that nature. So women, be wary. And when guys ask you about like where you work and all that things like that, it's not just about like, oh, he's a stalker or some other crazy shit. He might be trying to do a nice gesture because that's what was in my mind at that time. But yes, sometimes they need to feel special. It's making their like livelihood go easier. Imagine your woman, right? She's going to work every day. Her boss hard on her. She got assignments. She has deadlines she has to meet. Then she got her friends nagging her down her back about this, about that, about this. Maybe her mom's is down her back as well too. Not only that, she has to come home to deal with all the kid shit. Make it easy for her. Give her something nice. Get the nails done, flowers. I paid for lunch, or like, you got a spa treatment at 6 on Wednesday. After work, go straight there. Little things like that can make a long way. And I'm starting to learn as well too that it's the little things. It's not just the big things. Sometimes you don't gotta go over the top. Yes, women would like a big gift. Take them on vacation, maybe a nice purse, some nice heels, something of that nature, a coat or whatever purse. They want that special feeling. They want that. But at the end of the day, you don't have to go above and beyond all the time. Some of the times it's the little things that get them by, that make them notice like, damn, he has been paying attention. He has been noticing. And they want that. They want you to notice them. That's all women really want, is attention at the end of the day. They just don't want the wrong attention. A lot of times they get the wrong attention because of the acts they have to do. They have to go above and beyond. They got to take these pictures to show you. But meanwhile, she's been trying to show you for weeks who she is. So at the end of the day, we got to stop taking sometimes women for granted. I feel like sometimes we do take them for granted sometimes because we just feel like maybe they don't matter as much, or they're not high up on a pedestal as life, but they are very high on the pedestal of life. Yeah, we're men. Yeah, we gonna make the big decisions. Yeah, we gonna be the one. But a lot of women, they make more money than a lot of y'all. They have the say so. They can have ideas. They can say things. They can literally, push things into the fray. So it's like, it doesn't matter about all the time that, they have to be the front runner. No, they don't always have to be the front runner, but they can contribute, and in a big way at times. So again, like I said, we have to, acknowledge them. A lot of times women are felt, sometimes they're felt and they're left in the dark, and they feel that way. They may not always express it to you. Sometimes they want to keep things to themselves because maybe they've expressed it a few times and you haven't done anything about it. So listen. That's the number one thing what it is when it comes to women. The next time like you around your lady or a lady that you're interested in, whether you taking her out or you on her person, when she's talking, look directly into her eyes and just listen for a little bit. Just see what she has to say. Maybe she's waiting to take a load off. Like, it's just like she's been having so much. She's just waiting like, thank you, God. Let me take these other, pour a glass of wine, and let's get to the basics. You feel me? That's what we got to really do. So we got to start bigging our women up, fellas. We got to do more, fellas. I'm not going to lie. Just thinking about, and we got to really think about it. Are you doing what you really supposed to be doing as a man? Because men, we're supposed to be godly, providers, leaders, I guess make our women smile, make the home good, things of that nature, right? So protectors. A lot of y'all, like a lot of niggas won't protect their woman. Maybe a lot of niggas have never even been put in a position to have to protect their woman. Like maybe nothing has happened or something of that nature yet. So they haven't seen your provider cachet yet. You feel me? So, all right, maybe a lot of men are waiting to show that, or maybe they haven't had the opportunity to show that. So it's okay, cool. But or it doesn't also mean providing or protection. The protection aspect. That's what I was saying. Sorry about the providing. The protection aspect. A lot of men haven't had the need to, or haven't had something to protect their woman. But some of you have had been in situations where you had to protect and you haven't shown that. So at the end of the day, it's a man's job to protect your woman. If a woman doesn't feel safe around you, believe me, she's going to cheat on you. She's not going to be faithful. She's not going to respect you enough to feel like this is my man. She's going to look other places. When women don't feel like they have their man complete, they start to look other places. And ladies, we got to stop that too. A man doesn't need to check all of the boxes. He just needs to check some of the boxes for now. Say you got 5 boxes. If he can check 3 out of 5 for now and maybe fill up 1 extra later on as time goes by and he's elevating himself, then you could say, yo, damn, I got a good man. A nigga doesn't need to check all the boxes. He can't be Bruce Lee and fucking, Superman at the same time. It's just not going to work. That's not realistic. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to get into another episode about choosing the right mate, what's important. That's what I want to get into later on. But now I just kind of want to stick back to the topic about, making women feel important, making them feel special, making them, coming around to our side. We always say damn, women, they hard, they going against us. No, it's not that women are going against us. It's just that they're playing a role that they shouldn't even be in. No woman needs to be literally working a full-time job all the time, come home, take care of the kids, and then got to hear about you complaining. Come on now. We got to stop that. Men got to stop complaining. Stop arguing with women. I found myself yesterday, I got into an argument with a girl. It was on Facebook. And it wasn't even important. It wasn't nothing serious. And I'm sitting there why am I even going back? As a man, we got to literally look at the environment and element we're in. When we talking and having a debate or argument with a woman, we got to step back and realize and say, what the hell am I doing? You got to really think about it, though. Men, we have the power to literally overwhelm women. We're physically stronger than them. We can take control of them physically. So you got to think about it. If you are that stronger than a person, why the hell would you continue to go down a verbal discussion that can lead into a physical altercation? We got to literally learn to stop ourselves. As a man, you're the bigger person at the end of the day. So you have to kind of play those cards. Not to say that women have to win all the time in an argument, no. But it's the point of that. If you can't see yourself verbally getting your point across and making a logical stand, and she's understanding, nah, that makes sense. All right, you got it, babe. Or you got it. You got it, bro. Whatever. Leave it alone. Walk away. It's not a battle. You're not going to win arguing with a female, because at the end of the day, society has placed a certain look upon us. When people arguing women, people start to look at you like who you? That's sassy. Come on now, we can't be doing that. Sassy is dumb funny, but that's just a funny ass word that women made. It's just hilarious. But sometimes it is sassy. Why are you arguing? Why are you going back and forth? At the end of the day, if you feel like an argument has got to a point where it's physical being, just tell her to get her pops or her brother or whatever like that. We got to start going back to that. I'm not even going to argue with you, shorty. Go get your pops, your brother, or your baby father, whoever. They know who I am, Pablo, or whatever like that, and you take it is. If you that big of a man that you can be in front of her like that, you should be able to handle another male counterpart that she has to go against it to defend herself. So again, we got to realize, do you want to go down that route, or just let shorty have it? It's not gonna. You a man. What are you doing? It's nobody gonna take nothing away from you. You lost that argument to shorty, man. You got to stand up for yourself. Nobody's gonna say that. Nobody's gonna say that. So at the end of the day, if nobody's going to fucking say that, don't get yourself into a predicament. And I have to learn what I'm saying too. I have to practice what I preach as well too. Sometimes, women do. You start looking at women ladies, come on now. Y'all don't have a dick. Why you keep trying to tell a nigga to suck your dick? That just doesn't make any sense. But fellas, we got to realize women don't have dicks. So when a woman's telling you to suck their dick, that's literally the lowest point they can reach. They can't go any lower than that. They don't have anything else to say. So you just be like, you got it, shorty, whatever. Like, go get your brother or something. Go get your pops. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get to that point. We don't need to go back. You got to stop with the domestic violence. I got caught in myself sometimes, too. It wasn't no domestic crazy, nothing like that. But it was like, it's just a situation I didn't want to be into. And I've grown from that. And we have to all learn and grow from that. Like, yo, you don't want to be in that predicament or that situation. So we learn. We learn to voice our communication. If you don't see yourself getting anywhere within the first 5-10 minutes of a debate with a female, leave it alone, fellas. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. The crowd around you is gonna look at you like you're stupid, and then once you start raising your temper and things of that nature, now you have police looking at you, and it's just like, come on, what's the point? So my thing is, leave it alone. Shorty, if you, like I said, especially if it's somebody like, like either you killed or even if it's not going, leave it alone. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Remember, it's 3.4 more million women on Earth than it is us. 3.4 million. 3.4 million is a lot of fucking women. So if there's more, that's more. That's not even equal. That's just more than us. So come on now. There's more fish in the sea. You don't have to settle. Nobody has to settle, even for women. You know what I'm saying? I used to say a lot like, yeah, you gotta pick your men. Not saying settle, no, not for a nigga that's abusing you. But I'm talking about somebody that's good. You got a good man in your corner, you need to stick by him. Because it's like sometimes women, y'all start to think like the grass is greener. It's really not. It's really not greener. It's almost never greener. So at the end of the day, we got to start working together. We got to know where we at, know what we want, and like I said, we got to make it easier for women, fellas. We got to make it easier for women. We complaining. That's like, come on. No man should be complaining. Why are you complaining? Go get it. If it's not right at home, you just address the issue. No need to complain. You address it once time. You tell your lady, this is how I like things. It's not going this way, and it's because of this, this, and this. And y'all have a discussion, and y'all move on. If things don't work out or change, listen, I brought it to you before. It's obviously you didn't pay attention or things not working. This needs to get addressed, or maybe we need to rethink where we're at. You got to stand on something, man. Stop letting things pass, because that's what happened. When women, y'all do this too. Y'all let things pass. Y'all let things build up. Don't do that. Address things as they come. That's how you know when you got somebody real, a nigga that you can address and you can bring shit to. Damn, I talked about this with him last week. Dante, remember I told you, yo, this was going. He got it together. Yo, Phil, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Bill, yo, we talked about, you know what I'm saying? You make you address things. Communication is really key. When people say that, it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Communication is absolutely key. We're not mind readers. Neither your woman or you are a mind reader. So you have to play it out. You have to talk it out. So, this is a short segment. This is something regular, about 20 minutes or so. I just kind of wanted to give some women some love today, and I also wanted to kind of speak on things that men need to work on, because we're in this role as well too, fellas, and we have a lot to grow. We have a lot to do. There's a lot of little boys running around saying they're men, but they're not. A real man gonna do what a real man gonna do. And what's a real man gonna do? A real man gonna take care of his family. A real man is gonna take care of his family. That's the number one thing a man can ever do. Like, that's even acknowledgeable and noticeable to the world. Like, nigga, do you take care of your family? Are you around for your kids? Or is another nigga stepping up doing what he got to do for your kids? You're not a man. So that's one. The second thing is your race. Are you doing things for your people, for your community? Are you helping your friends in your community out, your family, your people around you that growed up and watched you struggle, and now you in a predicament to help people out, or you in a predicament that your life is turning, and what are you going to do now? So men, family, character. That was character, basically. Who are you? Race, all that shit goes into that. So yeah, you gotta protect. You gotta make sure you take care of your family. You gotta make sure you're doing for your race and who are you as a character, your morals, standards, integrity. You need to have that as a man. You need to have pride. You do. Men need to have pride. You need to have pride in what you do and who you are. And also, at the end of the day, Men need to be able to work. Men need to be able to provide. You have to go out there and get something, man. A lot of y'all playing around. You trying to wait on your last scam or your last check or your last sale. Nigga, go get a fucking job. Go get a fucking job. Who the fuck are you? Some old school nigga who had on the block and all that. Shit ain't working like that no more. Them numbers is different. The game is different, player. You better go get a job and get a fucking stable check until you can provide and you can, fund your own course of business and whatnot. Because we always want to be entrepreneurs. But again, we got to help our women out, fellas. We got to do more. And it starts with me, who's spreading this word. And it starts with, at the end of the day, you. It ends with you, the listener. So, again, do something special for your lady this upcoming couple of weeks. Show her that you've been paying attention, that she's tired, and you want to take a load off of her, man. They just need a load off. That's what they need. So again, I want to say thanks by bringing this episode to you again for Pablo's Cafe. I want to thank everybody, our core fans who's been tuning in. And I also want the ladies to know that I'm showing you love. It's not a one-sided thing. I'm here. I just sometimes get so real into the facts that a lot of times I don't see the whole picture. But believe me, I do. So I want everybody to have a blessed day. Enjoy your night. And again, subscribe, follow, tune, like. Thanks for tuning in to Pablo's Cafe. And I'll see you again next week.